My name is Kate, and for those of you that don't know me, I volunteer at a cancer hospital in Duarte, California. I started a nonprofit called Madly Curious, and Madly Curious is all about bringing joy and wonderment into hospitals by building large-scale paper florals and other whimsical creations like the pink flamingo that you may have seen on the website. You know, it's my belief that God created color and florals and many, many more things. But to narrow things in, we'll start with color and florals so that we would be reminded of joy and renewal. So when I had this idea that I was going to create these for patients, I wasn't sure how I was going to explain to the hospital that I wanted to bring God's little reminders into the hospital. So I came up with a plan. The plan was I would just sneak them in. And I will tell you, a 6-foot flower is anything but sneakable. But the good thing is it was well received and continues to be well received. They just create a ripple effect of joy as they're being carted throughout the halls of the hospital and through the waiting rooms. It's just so much fun. Currently, these are being given to patients with a terminal diagnosis. And in one example, the art therapist, they reached out to me and they told me of a young mother that had been in the hospital for a long time and she'd been struggling. And I just knew that God was reaching out to me to get this done. Make it happen, deliver it, this is important. And I pulled together what little resources I had. I mean, I just took everything I had to make one of these beautiful pieces for her. And then when it was time to deliver, the patient, she didn't know what was coming. This was just a surprise. And so the therapists and I, as we were squeezing this through her doorway into her room, she's laying in the bed and she looks up and she says, "This is life itself." And no one could have said it better than that. That is exactly what these are. Life itself. And the whole room was just filled with so much joy, and there wasn't space for cancer in that moment. It was just pure joy and delight. And I was so lucky to be part of that moment. And the memory of her and that moment inspires me to this day. It just really moves me. And you know, it's just paper. When you really think of it, it's just paper and bits of hardware. And when we all come together, artists, therapists, doctors, nurses, friends and family, everyone, when everyone gets together, these materials are transformed to really transfer love from one group to another. And they also, in a way, I think that they illuminate our combined strength, that no one is doing this alone, that we stand in spirit together. So I'm asking for your help because I too cannot do this alone. And it may be a humble beginning, as most beginnings go, but I wouldn't underestimate joy's powerful reach. So I'm proposing that we start with one memorial at a time, and I will continue to post updates and reach out for financial support. And as we continue, it's so realistic for us to build this into a larger studio space so that we can share this experience of building and creating, building, and delivering to patients in many hospitals. So I also need to thank the art therapists and the medical professionals, because they're the only ones really, I mean, not only, but they are a big part of getting these to patients, and they make it really easy. So that's one less challenge that I have to overcome. And you, thank you so much for watching this. I so appreciate your time. and I hope you'll join Madly Curious. You'll have so much fun if you do.